And good morning, GP. How are we? Um, Let me get this spotlighted there. Okay, guys, I've been having some issues. By the way, the group that I was speaking to just a moment ago said that I'm having some audio problems. Can everyone hear me good? I hope so. Hear me well. That's a teacher. Can y'all
We can
hear
hear
me
you right
good?
now.
Anyway, yeah, hopefully y'all can hear me
Yeah,
well.
we're good
Good,
now.
good. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Again, if for whatever reason you drop out, there's a tech issue, there's glitches, remember that I am recording this for better or worse and all my flaws and well, you get it. Anyway, it'll be on the Corinth High School Social Studies YouTube channel at some point later today for you to go back if there's anything you missed. Hopefully you all were able to upload. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus here, but I do need to kind of get an idea. And if you would rather send me a private message, that's fine. But I do need to know who all is having problems seeing 3 papers and or getting their paper submitted for review. So I'm going to pause here for a moment. And guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording briefly. That way, any interaction, well, I'm going to pause the recording. Hang on just a moment. Okay, guys, thank you for helping me out with that. I really do appreciate it appears that there are a number, and I have learned on in this online environment that if one student cops up to a particular issue or problem or ask a question, that they probably represent a few others as well who just didn't want to, expose themselves in that way. So if 5 or 6 of you had an issue, then that means more than likely 15 or 20 had some kind of issue. Okay, so I need everyone to listen clearly. There are only 28 of you here, which means there are 20-ish, 16 to 20 who are not on here, and that's an issue. That's a problem because this is something that we need to get done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new peer review assignment for each class, okay? I'm going to put the due date this afternoon when I create it, and it will be later this afternoon at midnight tonight, okay? Now, that just simply means that you will have until midnight tonight to get your rough draft uploaded, okay? That's all it means. It's what you already have done. The only way it won't actually assign you individual papers is if you don't get it uploaded, okay? But that also means if you don't get it uploaded, no one's going to be peer reviewing your transcript. Follow? I get it. Many of you have already submitted it. Many of you have already gotten a certain distance into the peer review. Please be patient. This is an odd situation. It's not something that I can handle in the classroom with hard copy material. So we're going to resubmit digitally. So let me say this again. I am going to recreate for each one of the 3 class periods an assignment that has peer review in the title. What that means is by midnight tonight, you must go on to that. It's not existing now, but it will be by this afternoon at some point. I will give you to midnight tonight to submit the rough draft you have already created, just like you were supposed to do for the last assignment. I will also do the peer review, and once you submit it and you hit that 11:59 time, it will give you 3 new papers. Because I'm redoing that and because there was some issue, I will extend the turn-in from Friday to Monday, okay? Now, what I want to do is turn the floor over to Eli. I'm going to highlight Eli's video. I don't know if he feels like being seen or not. It may only be his audio, but he's going to, Jacob, you are ignoring the 3 you've already gotten. Absolutely correct. Thank you, Jacob. You have gotten 3 right now on the current online live Canvas assignment. Ignore that. It will reissue 3 new. Thank you, Jacob. I'm going to turn over the floor to Eli. He is going to share his screen, and give you probably a much better tutorial on how to reach the peer review via the old peer review assignment. He's going to show you how to see it and what it'll look like. He's going to walk you through a short peer tutorial here. Eli, you're up, my man.
Okay. Here, do this. We'll just do this. Okay. Oh, I can't see it. Okay. So typically, I don't use the card view because everything is relegated to just this little area over here. I go over here to the list view, and I list everything in the time. Here are the old ones. What you would do in the event of actually turning it in, you would attach a file after leaving a comment. So, and then you would save that, and then that would be your
Eli,
submission.
I'm going to interrupt you, Eli, and ask a question like a student would. So you're saying add a comment to that person in some capacity because the assignment requires a comment, like, hey, here's the paper, and then actually upload your Word copy of whatever your peer review you've done for them, correct?
Yes, you would attach a comment to say, here's your peer review or whatever, and then you would attach a file, and then you would choose a file, and it'd be any one of them in here. So,
okay.
Do you want me to show the old assignment or the new assignment? Because I haven't.
I think right now we're good. What I want to do is open up the floor for questions. Guys, if you have a question for Eli, here is someone who went through the process and didn't really have any issues. Raise your hand so that we can see. Let me turn it to grid view, or send me a chat or something if you have a question about what he just did or where it's at. It doesn't appear that anybody has any questions. Hang on. Mr. Mills, do you have any questions? Unmute your mic, please, sir. I'm going to ask a cross-section of students here. Mr. Mills, do you understand?
Yes, sir. I just submitted it late last time, and I couldn't see like any peer reviews last time.
Gotcha. Guy, are you on board? You squared away? You understand it?
Good to go.
Hey, Jay, how about you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ansley, how about you?
I'm good.
Okay. Jacob, we squared away?
No, of course.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Eli, you can unshare your screen now. I appreciate your help. So let me restate and just be repetitive and repeat myself over and over, enjoying that little joke. No? Okay. Hang on. Let me read the comment here. Yeah, clever, Luke. Depends on the quality, I guess. Put it up for auction. Nice. Okay. Basically, what's going to happen again is I'm going to create a brand new assignment that will look exactly like the prior one, except the due date will be midnight tonight. That assignment is not live. It's not. AC, unmute your mic, please, ma'am. Do you think I should put an announcement up on Canvas when I actually get it live?
Maybe for the people that are on here.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Thank you. Okay. So to restate, I am going to create a brand new assignment. It will look exactly like the past assignment. It will be, the due date will show it today at midnight. You will have to midnight tonight to get the exact same rough draft, which you will have now submitted 3 times, submitted to the assignment. When you have actually submitted your rough draft transcript and it hits midnight, it will reveal 3 individuals, unless you're in third period, which it may only reveal 2. It will reveal 3 individuals for whom you will have to complete the actual peer review. Because we're creating the assignment to give everyone an opportunity to get on board, I will extend that due date or due timeline, whatever you want to call it, from Friday until Monday, okay? It is the exact same assignment. However, I'll even just simply copy and paste the instructions based on the 6 elements in the 3-tiered rubric. Got it? Now, who has a question about any of that?
Are you gonna delete the old assignment? Just
Yeah,
so
I
there's no
really need
confusion.
to. What I
Yeah.
wanted to do is, just in case the algorithm randomly assigns you the same person, make sure that you copy and paste your text or save your work that you've done. When I create it, I will probably go ahead and delete that assignment.
Okay.
Okay, the new ones, remember, you have to get your actual rough draft transcript uploaded by midnight tonight, but you have until Monday to get the 3 or 2, depending on the class period. I know that may seem unfair to some, but that's life, guys. The peer review's finished. Further questions? Okay, are there any questions? Go ahead.
When we actually do the peer review, so we assign one of those 3 tiers to one of the 6 elements and then explain why, and then just move on like you're like grading something.
Yes, for each one of the, do a basic grammar check for them. Let them know if they have any grammar issues that need to be addressed. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something that's really off, because spelling, I mean, the rough draft transcript would be saved and become part of the digital file to justify the grade. But what we're really looking for is to make sure that no one makes comes off as academically simple. Does that make sense? And
Yes,
I
sir.
hate to put that out there like that, but you understand what I mean. We all have different talents, and it's just to catch any major errors. Also, for each one of the 6, rate each one of the 6. Even if they've done an excellent job on transitions, or they've done an excellent job of laying out their claims and them being evidence-based, give them a suggestion on how it could be even better, in your opinion. Say it's excellent, and I couldn't do it that well myself, but what you might do after seeing this is include an additional blah, blah. See what I mean? And if it's not there, then point out that it's not there. One of the 6 elements, pardon me, whichever 6 element that is, and then how you think it could be included. Okay, so do
Yes,
that
sir.
for each one of the 6 elements. All right,
Got it.
guys, you have no idea how much help this will be to certain individuals. Okay, it may be a bit of a hassle for some of you, and it may be a bit of a headache, and I get it. I know it, and it's not busy work, and it's not something that's punitive. I'm not trying to punish you in any capacity, but this really is kind of a community effort here, more so than any other year. And the students have been great thus far. You guys have been great, and you're coming through in a big way yet again. And you're really helping your classmates. You all know that we're all at different places in technology and access to technology, and our understanding of the material and the depth of evidence that we have researched for our papers, and people have a lot more going on in life than a paper 3 presentation. I get that. I do myself. All right. But please come through for your cohort. I know you will. There is no shaming. There is no public throwing anyone under the bus. You guys have always came through. You will again, and I know you're going to. And I thank you for it. I really do. Okay, is there any question about any part of the process? Like literally the context or content of the assignment itself, due dates, even though I've already said them, it's okay. Is there any question at all? Anything that needs to be clarified? Everyone understands that the assignment is not live right now, right? That when I'm done with this class, I'm going to do a U.S. history class, and then I'll fix my little girl her lunch and get her started on her afternoon work. And then I have to do a little bit of labor outside. And then I will come in and sit down and probably do the process late afternoon, early evening. But I will send out an announcement when it gets done, okay? The assignment is not live, but it will be. Is there a question about any of the process? Did you ask for questions or something else? Okay, yes, go. Somebody just sent me a private question. I'll let them hang on until the end when we do the one-on-one questioning. Are there any further questions? All right, guys, thank you for being patient. Thank you for participating. Again, there are a number of people not logged in. I will remind you that part of this process is getting group buy-in at the end, which I haven't even discussed how we're going to facilitate that. I have an idea, but we're not into that yet. That will require your group coming up with a final type of solution conclusion to your question. So the group members who are not participating, who are regularly not participating, please reach out to those individuals and let them know they will not be receiving, and I hate to put it this way, but there's no way that they can receive credit for the class if the paper 3 presentation does not get done by them. All right? And that's a lot of hours, man, that we put into this year to not get credit here at the end. So if you know that there are people who are habitually not able to log in, or if you know of someone who has technology issues and can't consistently log in, please send me a message so that the school can reach out to them so that we can facilitate that, okay? Now, if there are no further questions, what I'm going to do is I'll stop the recording in a moment. And when I stop the recording and wish you a good evening, you can hang on as always. And I will stay on here for a few extra minutes to address any one-on-one questions that you didn't want the rest of the class to hear or see. Okay? So if you have no questions at all, I wish you an absolutely wonderful day. I'll remind you that the video will be on YouTube later today. So that you can go back and review. Also, I'll remind you that I will be available in this time slot on Friday for questions. You don't have, it's not a class. It's not a required, any type of required situation, but I will be here reading the news and answering any questions for anyone who may have them. And this will be a more one-on-one type of situation, okay? So if you have no further questions, remember that I love you. I'm praying for you. I want you to be safe and good luck getting this assignment done. I'll try to send out an announcement when I get it posted. All right. I'll see you guys, your happy little icons next Monday or Friday. If you have questions, please always email me if you have any questions, and I will see you later. Have a great evening. I'm stopping recording.